It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set and getting to start. Max Scherzer.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Okay, all set to go. And now here's the veteran DH, Shohei Ohtani. Not close with that one, so we're off and running in Game 1. Left-hand batter waits. There's a strike.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
Next offering is in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. One up, one down. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's 2 down. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Fastball in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. And foul ball. Up the middle. He's got it. And that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. This is the World Series on the show. Back now in Toronto. And our pitcher tonight, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
George Springer, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. There's a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
And it goes just foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down. And next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. And first offering is fouled off. Way out front for strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
One down, base is empty. Inside. Now 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one missing inside. 1 out, base is empty. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Rojas puts it away for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
2 outs. That misses. 2-0. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Stays alive. Comes a 2-2. Cut out and missed, struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Scoreless after 1. Game 1 of the World Series. Here's Mookie now. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. On the inside corner for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Fires over to Guerrero, and Betts is gone. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. Here's Muncy to hit. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Singy, there are some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series. That's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there. There can be some luck involved. So you just got to shake it off. Go out.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And the first hit of the World Series is a double.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
One out, runner at second. And next for L.A., Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One out and a runner at second here in Game 1 of the World Series. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, but he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Ball one there.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. That one fouled off, 2-2. Scherzer deals. Way outside, and it's 3-2. Enrique Hernandez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Muncy stands at second with 2 gone. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Bo Bichette. Game one of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
0-1. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Out to short. Betts zips it to first, and Bichette is retired. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Barger goes 5 feet 11 inches, 210 pounds, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2018. Now 1-1. Second inning here, no score. Up and in, and it's 2-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one not close, and the count's full. Goes down looking. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Alejandro Kirk at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
That's inside, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Fouls one off. 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Rogers Center, all set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Kike Hernandez. Max Scherzer back to work. There's a strike. Outside corner, there's a strike. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball one. One down, base is empty. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Top of the third, no score. Just missed.
That's the ball. 2-1.
Next offering upstairs. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
So the batting order turns over. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That misses, and that's ball one.
Ball. 2-0.
And that one missing low. Will Smith up next for the Dodgers. And that is in for a strike. And the count is 3-1. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Dodgers go down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. As we go to the last of the third, and now it's Dalton Varsho. Ohtani back to work. Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Upstairs.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
And that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
So up next, Ernie Clement. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. On the ground to third, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Popped up right side. Freeman hauls it in, 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next is the designated hitter, George Springer. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Cut out and miss. Throw. Save.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. 1 left for Toronto, and we are still scoreless. And we're back. Stepping in, Will Smith. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. Here's Mookie Betts now. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a foul straight back. Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fouled off down the right side. That one the other way. The throw to second is offline.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
Here's Max Muncy. Doubled his first time up. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that's outside. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Nice grab. Here's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. A hit and an error in the inning when they fail to score. We're midway in the fourth. No score. Back now in Toronto, ready to go, bottom four. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. That clips the zone. Strike one. And ball one. Ball to strike. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Oh, and a nasty hop eats him up.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss. Throw to second.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. And a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Painting with 99. This one could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Oh, the throw is over his head. And he'll reach second with one away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings over the top of that one. One out and a runner at second here in game one of the World Series. Line drive. Rojas tosses to first, and Bichette is retired. And next for Toronto, Addison Barger.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Out towards left center. Hernandez sizing it up. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Still no score. Game one of the World Series. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Max Scherzer goes to work. Hernandez, in his 8th season, 32 years old, He joined the team as a free agent.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He jacks that one out to left. His second home run of the series. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front of a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Up the middle, Jimenez. And they get Edman for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Kike Hernandez at the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
1-1.
One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth. And now 2 balls and a strike. That one down the line, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Scherzer gets the punch out, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Rojas stands in now and watches strike 1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Alejandro Kirk. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. Swings and lines one towards the gap. Could be extra bases. And it gets by him. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a run. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch, and he just misses. Blue Jays down a run. And that one upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Man at second.
Ball, hot.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. Ernie Clement digs in now. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
And a strike in there. Runner at second here, one gone. Next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Out to short, bats up with it. He's out. Now it's going to be Andres Jimenez. He popped out his first time. In there at the knees.
Oh, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Kirk on at second with 2 down.
One ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner holds. Count goes to 1 and 2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Kirk headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 1-1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's George Springer, both 2 in this one. Move over to first, trying to keep him close. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Ohtani will depart, just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Number 80 comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Base is empty with 2 away. So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across. Last half of inning number 5. That's down and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
1-1 is fouled off. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 for 2. Sliced hard but foul. Two outs. Foul ball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. It's a beautiful Springer dinger here. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back here at Rogers Center, here's Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Scherzer back to work. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ripped to short. Now a jump throw. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Will Smith to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Scherzer to first. Ohtani back in. Next offering upstairs. With the tying run at the plate here in Game 1 of the World Series. That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down into the gap. Around third. He'll score.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's inside.
No strike.
Man at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 3-3.
Big RBI for him right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Max Scherzer is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Shane Bieber. Here's Mookie Betts. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike two.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate, stay out of that double play.
And the next pitch is way outside. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the sixth. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Turns and fires to Betts. Betts swings and drives one. This one's well struck. Out of here! That's one way to quiet the crowd, and they lead it. It's 5-3.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. It has the distance, gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 6-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. That's in there. That's strike one. Bieber, a guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement. That one finds the zone. That is strike two. Action in the pen down there. Braden Fisher appears to be getting loose. Number 68 warming up as well. Swing and a ground ball. Clement over to first. And Hernandez is out.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Tommy Edman at the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Kike Hernandez. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettit as far as how sharp that breaking ball is.
Base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Boog, I think sometimes it's best to go up there and actually look for the breaking ball, because if you're trying to hit the fastball and adjust to that breaking ball, which you know he wants to put you away with, you're just going to swing and miss.
Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And there's a foul ball. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 6-3. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the second baseman, Bo Bichette. And misses inside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Will Klein looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Next offering way upstairs.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
Ball inside.
There's a strike, and now 3-1. And that one fouled off. Fly ball to right. Hernandez makes the catch, and there's one gone. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And it's 1-1. Fastball is outside. And that's outside. And that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And it's strike 2.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Popped up. Rojas puts it away for the out. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Just missed. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
2 balls, 2 straight.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Offense held in check there. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Blue Jays 3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 68.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Back to the top of the order now. Shohei Ohtani getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. That one missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. Slings to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. The batter now will be Will Smith.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
High fly ball down the left field line, and it's off the foul pole for a home run. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that's too high.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the late stages of game 1. One down, base is empty. Way high.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Barger. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Mookie to hit. Back in the 6th, he drove a 2-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game so far, and it could be one we look back on when this game is over as well.
And a swing and a line drive into right field. Barker hauls it in to end the inning. Dodgers add one to their lead on the solo homer. It's now 7-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Number 86.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. He's 0 for 1. Fouled off to the right. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it drops in. Coming home. He will score. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Just missed. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Hernandez snags it on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Springer in the box now as he leaves that one up high. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. And there's a ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 2-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Just misses with that one.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So they get 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors and no one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 7, the Jays 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Braden Fisher.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Muncy digs in. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Varsho in position. Makes the catch for the out. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game. Fisher in his rookie season, 24 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Bases empty, one away here in game one of the World Series. Next pitch way upstairs. And that one upstairs.
2-1.
That's inside. And that one fouled off. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swinging it ball forward. That was off the outside edge. And here comes Tommy Edman.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That clips the corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Dodgers down in order. They hold a 7-4 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Will Klein. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. The Blue Jays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The 1-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Flips the corner, and the count 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. Fouled off left side. swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 in this one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it. Really important at bat coming up now.
One out. Runner at second. Next to hit, Addison Barger. And that drops in for a strike. Off the mark there. And a count even 1-1.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Tying run at the plate. Line drive. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk, known for his late inning heroics. On the ground right side.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Will Klein won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Anthony Banda on to pitch out of the pen here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Pitch misses there. 1-0. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Two on, one out. Check swing, called strike.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
2-2.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Okay.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ernie Clement in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Golden opportunity right here.
Brooke, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
takes low for ball one.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Squeezes it. Here comes the runner from third. Here's the throw.
Well, that's the third run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
Now it's the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. First pitch misses. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Line drive, and this might be trouble. One runs in. Heading for the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in. 9-7 now.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
And the batter is George Springer. He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with two gone.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat. Well, this team does not want to let him beat him.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Anthony Banda is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Lake Trinan.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. Inside, just missed.
1-0.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. And very nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
And here's the closer to try and finish off game one, Jeff Hoffman.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Fouled off. He was late. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. He's 2 outs away. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. This guy with light tower power. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
With the tying run at the plate, here are the late stages of game 1. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. A 2-run shot. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they tie it up. It's 9-9. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now here is Will Smith. And the slider just misses. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. That one missed. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Brendan Little, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Is Savage getting loose as well. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Jeff Hoffman won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So a lefty out of the pen, Brendan Little. Here is Freddie Freeman. Little chopper rolls foul.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And the lefty with the 0-1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. That swings, deep drive, left field. And it's caught just in front of the wall. But this clutch home run gets us even again. And we've got a good one. Tied at 9-9. We head to the bottom of the ninth. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Lauren Felch looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 70 also throwing. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Edman going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Now it's the second baseman, Miles Straw. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. It was a strike. Ripped into right center for a base hit.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with 1 down. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So digging in, Addison Barger. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in easily.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Ripped, but it curls foul. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball, and that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
One away, the winning run at second. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's down and away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Winning run stands at second. Runner goes again. This one in the dirt. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the winning run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
Good job to fight that one off.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
In the air, left field. Hernandez has it sized up. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline. This one's over. And the Blue Jays walk it off to win game 1.
Well, in the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
In a one-run game as this one ends 10-9. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.